guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren if you're new. Today I'm going to be doing a eyeshadow palette collection, I guess. I only have 23. To some of you, that may seem like that's like nothing. But to other people, it may seem like, wow, she has a lot. And I want to start off the video with a disclaimer that I bought all of these palettes with my own money and none of these have been given to me. Like, I've worked hard to get these palettes to myself and I love each and every one of them, so let's get started. I'm gonna kind of go into like categories, so like I have my drugstore like cheaper palettes. I like to spend my money on higher end products so I can get more for my money, I guess. So first we're gonna start off with my one drugstore palette, and this is the Profusion Mattes 21 shade eyeshadow palette. I bought this just because it looked pretty in the store. I really haven't used it that much, but I do love this palette and that's why I haven't got rid of it yet. And I just have a bunch of shadows in here from like Ipsy bags. I unsubscribed to that, but like these are all those shadows that came in those. This was a palette that I kind of took apart. So yeah, affordable palette I have that I love is the Revolution Soph X palette, and it looks like this. I love this palette so much. The shades are amazing, and this palette is only like $15, I think. Favorite brand of palettes besides Morphe is ColourPop, and I have all of these. This is my newest one, the Orange You Glad. Honestly, don't know why I bought this, but like, I don't know. I don't even like the color orange, but I like this palette for some reason. I think it's just because this clementine shade in the middle. Dream Street with Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. This is this palette with the, I love this palette. Like, you can do so many looks with this. I have the Give It To Me Straight palette. This was, I think, nope, just kidding. This was my second ColourPop palette. This is the Ren, I don't even know how to say that. I don't know. But I love this palette as well. It's kind of similar to the Kathleen palette, but it's also different. This is the Yes Please palette. This yellow shade in the corner is super good. This is my first ColourPop palette. And that's that. After I bought this, I literally went back to Ulta and I bought all three of these all in one go. Just because the formula is so good and it's like super cheap. Now I'm gonna save Morphe to the end because it's my favorite. Next is my Huda palettes. I really want the big one, but I cannot bring myself to buy a $65 palette. So this is my first Huda palette, and this is the Mauve Obsessions. And then this one was gifted to me by my best friend Amelia. And it looks like this. I love this palette so much.
Stasia palettes. I only have 3. It's okay. These are by far like some of my favorite high-end eyeshadow palettes because they're like right in the middle of like cheap but expensive. Don't they? I think 42. This one
has gotten some love. I love this palette so much. The Modern Renaissance palette I love so much. I've hit pan on a few shades and I love this palette. This was my first high-end eyeshadow palette and I can't get rid of this, and I'm probably going to use it till its very last day. Then I have the Soft Glam palette that has also seen better days, but I love this so much, and it's very similar to the Modern Renaissance, but this one's more neutral. And I also have the Subculture palette. I bought this at TJ Maxx just because I saw it and I kind of fell in love with it. There's so much controversy with this palette, so I know I'm kind of late to the party, but if you want to see a look with this, just leave a comment. My Too Faced palettes, I only have 2. This was my first purchase I ever bought at Sephora. That place, oh, crazy. But it smells just like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's the point.
I put that in my lid and that I like this necklace that in the lid. Okay.
The Chocolate Gold, I think, palette. I love this because it's just all shimmers, and I love shimmers. Flamingo palette by Violet Voss. And I absolutely love this palette. Like, I'm obsessed with this palette. I could use this every day. I love it. It's literally perfect. And like the packaging, are you joking? So to my Morphe palettes, I love Morphe. I have so many palettes from them. So I'm gonna go in order from when I bought them, I think. So, not that one. So this is the 35O palette. And I bought this when everyone was like super obsessed with it, and like so was I, and I just kept watching videos about it, and I was like, I need that. So I went to the store and I bought it. I love this. I used to make so many looks with this. I probably should start doing it more. Then the next palette, I think I bought them in the same day. This is the Morphe 9B palette. And I love it just because it's so, like, I love this palette just because I can travel with it and I can make so many looks with it, like dark nighttime looks and then like daytime neutral looks. And I think the next palette I bought was this, and I love this palette so much. This is so good for like beginners because like you can create dark looks, neutral looks, and then there's even pops of color for if you want to experiment a little bit. So there's that one. The next one I think were these two. I don't know why there's two different packagings, like I really don't know. So the first one I bought was the Bling Boss palette, and it looks like this, and I just hadn't had any purple shades really, so I wanted to get this so that I could have a little bit of purple. And then I bought the Ring the Alarm. Okay, it's not funny. And this one I really barely use it, but I love it and I kind of want to start using it more. But I actually like love this. It's so good for fall now that it's summer. The next one I bought was the Morphe James Charles palette, and James Charles, I would marry him. This palette, he did such a good job on this palette. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. Like, every single shade is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's so pigmented. Like, no shade in this palette is bad. Like, even these dark greens, which are super hard to get, are perfect. Like, this palette is absolutely beautiful. Another palette that I actually just, like, this is my most recent palette I bought. Oh my god, I'm losing my marbles. Is the Morphe by Jeffree Star collab palette. I absolutely love this palette. Like, I could live on these two palettes. My favorite shade in this palette is definitely, what's it called? Pink Fleet. And, oh man, I just love this. Like, Jeffree and James Charles need to make a palette together. That'd be the best thing in the whole world. But those are all my palettes. I can't wait to get more when this quarantine's over, because I hate buying eyeshadow palettes like online because I like to see them in person first. I don't know, I'm probably the only one who does that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Now that I have marks all over my hands. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a comment if you want to see an eyeshadow look with any of these palettes. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe and like down below. And I guess see you next time. Bye.